Hey guys, some game devs, when they're running low on funds, they like to use Kickstarter, they like to use Patreon, they like to use OnlyFans. But me, I'm all about that direct to consumer experience. That's why I'm out here on the streets of beautiful Montreal, panhandling to fund my indie game. Uh, Excuse me, sir, I need money for my video game. I'm trying to. Well, anyway, I've been out here for a while, so let's head back to the studio and see how much money I've raised. All right, it looks like we made about $5. That should be just enough money to get somebody living in a hut in a third world country to draw a few sprites for me. Hey guys, welcome back for episode 4. I've got a lot to talk about this week. I'm super excited about it. Game's looking super sick. But before we get to that, I have something a little bit more serious I would like to talk about. You see, behind a lot of indie games, there are tragic and heartfelt stories that led to the creation of these games. Developers who quit their jobs, put their mortgages on the line, put their families at risk, just so they could follow their dreams and fulfill their artistic vision. So I decided to go out and interview a few of my fellow independent game developers so I could share their stories with you and you could gain some more insight and understanding and maybe a little more appreciation for what goes into bringing you guys the games that you love so much. So here they are, and I hope you enjoy them.
Okay, my name Mikhailov. I play game 2 years old. Batman, Atari. But I play game secret because Papa beat me when he see me play game. He say, Mikhailov, why you play video game? I say, but Papa, I want to make video game. He said, make video game. Only pussy make video game. Real man make business. Big business. But now I man. Now I make video game. I show him. And now I have son. Charlie. I say, Charlie, why you no play video game? He says, but Papa, I want be businessman. I said, businessman? Only pussy is businessman. Real man make video game. So now I beat him every day. First game is pixel art. Point and click adventure. Called Papa. Why you beat me? Russia. Why you talk Russia? I'm from Toronto.
Alright, fuck. Alright, buddy, fuck yeah. Yeah, right, okay, so name's Liam, okay, born and raised in Ontario, right? Grew up playing fucking Chell 12 with the boys every weekend, right? But one weekend, buddy comes over, he's got Chell 13. Okay, so we take that sucker, we put it in the Xbox, and we go, whoa, hey, what the fuck is this guy? This some kind of sick joke or what? I mean, you got Chell 12, greatest fucking hockey game of all time. You got Chell 13, worst fucking hockey game of all time. So then another buddy comes over and he goes, hey boys, why don't we make a fucking hockey game? And we go, fuck yeah, bud, cheers to that, yeah. So anyway, finally, 10 years later, right, fucking programmer guy finally finishes the job. Super pumped about it. We're releasing next week. Okay, game's called Let Her Rip, bud. All right, we got a new game mode in there called Slappers Only. Okay, and on the cover art, we got fucking Wayne Gretzky, buddy. Just like back in the fucking day, guy. Yeah, bud. Yeah. Right. The fuck you talking about, bud? Gretzky's from Ontario. We're from Ontario. What the fuck's the problem?
Yeah, so my name's Charlie. Left my folks' place around the age of 16. And brother, ever since then, I've been living the game dev dream. Started playing and making games around the age of 12. Shit, around the age of 12. Well, at the same time, I started smoking this shit. Never realized that before. Let me let you in on a little game dev secret, okay? You smoke the right kind of this stuff. Shit. You've been making Mario and Sonic combined. Oh, that's the name of my first game. It's called Mario and Sonic Combined. Yeah, well, Technically, it's not available because Nintendo and Sega had a bit of a problem with that, but when they get their hands on it, they come around. They'll come around. Yeah. The South. Dude, I'm from Vancouver.
Wow, incredible stuff. What was I supposed to do? Fucking Charlie. Goddamn idiot. Activating review mode. Oh yeah, what I worked on this week. It's time to take a look at what I worked on this week. So on day one, I collected all of the references I would need to bring my artist, my musician, and my sound effects person on board. Of course, all of the references are copyrighted, and I don't want to risk having my video taken down, so I'm not going to show you anything. And anyway, I would rather show you the work that my team members produce when the time comes. I also completed an outline of the game's narrative, but I'm not going to share any details about that yet. I would prefer to do it when I actually announce the game officially, which will be in about 2 or 3 months from now. And the goal is to have the Steam store page and a good demo ready by the end of the year. On day 2, I implemented 2 new abilities. One is the passive slow-mo ability that you see every single time you kill a guy, and the other is an invisibility ability. It's a little hard to notice here because the character just subtly goes transparent for a moment, but it happens right when he dashes behind the enemies, as you can see. The way it works is you can dash and simultaneously become invisible for about 2 seconds, or until you make your next move, which will allow you to reposition yourself around your enemies. On day 3, I implemented a simple elevation system, as I call it. Basically, the ability to walk up and down stairs, or to have objects be able to fly up and down in the air. You see, because the game is 2D, I have to fake the effect, so the idea is that as your elevation goes up or down, the sprite scales up or down to create the illusion of depth. I also started playing around with the layout of the environment. The environment here is meant to be the main area of the game, around which the whole narrative will revolve, but it's not going to be the only environment. Nonetheless, it's the one that I want to nail down first. Also, here's a fun fact, I used the layout of the village from the classic film Seven Samurai as inspiration for how to do this environment. On day 4, I added a friendly allied fighter who fights alongside you. I always originally had it in my head that in the narrative, there would be at least one other warrior, if you will, in the story who is a friend of yours. So I wanted to put my AI system to the test and see if it could handle a friendly AI well enough, and it looks like it does. You could use some work, obviously, but it's good to know that I have a base to start from when I get to that later on. And finally, on day 5, I simply continued experimenting with the layout of the environment and how the enemies spawn in. I really want to nail down the simple, most basic version of the game and its core combat loop so that it feels as good as possible before we go ahead and add the effects and the artwork and sound and so on. I want it to feel really awesome, even without that stuff. Okay, so that's what I worked on this week, and next week I'm just gonna make it better, and that's it for this week. As usual, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, follow me everywhere on social media, buy my first game to support me, and also make sure to go out and give some love and support to those other indie game devs out there. And also make sure to go out and give some love and support to those other indie game devs out there. We're talking about other support as well. We're talking about Papa, Why You Beat Me, Let 'Em Rip. Oh, fuck me. Let 'Em Rip, bud. Make sure you go out there and give some love and support to those other indie game devs out there. We're talking about Papa, Why You Beat Me, Let 'Em Rip, bud. We're talking about Papa, Why You Beat Me, Let 'Em Rip, Bud, and Mario and Sonic combined. I'm sure the last one will come out eventually, maybe under another title, but either way, keep your eye out for them, and I'll see you next time.